The most interesting thing that happened last night was the way that the Pittsburgh Pirates handled a rain delay. And poorly is how they handled it. So I remember tuning into the game on my Fubo TV app at the gym at 5:40 and seeing no game was being played. I assumed it was raining. What I found out was it actually wasn't raining yet. It was going to rain in an hour and 15 minutes. This complicates things for the Astros because it's not like they had a long trip after playing in Pittsburgh. They're in Cleveland. Pittsburgh to Cleveland, is that even an hour by plane? I don't know. I guess it is just about an hour, but it's not like they were flying a long distance. That said, you think third game of a series, given the way the Astros generally operate, we're usually the third game of a series in the middle of the week at Daikin Park. They play it in the early afternoon so the other team can get out of Dodge. You'd think that maybe they'd play the game a little bit earlier than 5:40. They didn't. So this thing gets delayed for an hour and 10 minutes before the rain. I guess it got delayed because the Astros did not want to waste a start for Framber Valdez. All right, I'm cool with that. Pittsburgh didn't want to waste Mitch Keller. Not that it would matter, you know. I mean, you're going to lose pretty much no matter what. But it started pouring at 7:51. At 8:45, both Joe Espada and the Pirates manager came out of the dugout. A couple of umpires came out. The Pirates general manager came out. And then Dana Brown came out. And Dana Brown was pissed. I want to see this Dana Brown in front of a microphone. Dana Brown said something. And I don't know what happened, but before we read Dana's account via The Athletic and Chandler Rome, this is what the Pittsburgh Pirates broadcast saw when Dana Brown started, I guess, yelling at everybody.
Dana Brown, not exactly sure what he's saying there, but seems to get heated. And there's Brian Stroh, the assistant general manager, off to the right there, Don Kelly.
Everybody on the Pirates side immediately seemed to take
offense to something he
said.
Yeah,
exactly. Don't know what it was, but he said something, and now it kept going. Look at is that Hoy, the umpire right there?
Yeah.
He's moved forward trying to get in between them.
Oh, Hoy's the back there.
Okay.
Yeah. And now Brian Recchi, VP of Communications, said Don Kelly's really upset at something Dana Brown said, apparently.
Just about everybody on the Pirate side that definitely took offense to something.
Hell yeah. First off, hell yeah by Dana Brown. I like it when the Astros play the villain, and I like to think that Dana Brown said, like, you cheap-ass mother bleepers, why are we playing this game at 9 o'clock p.m.? You guys are a minor league bunch of scrubs. You're not going to score any runs. All of you should be fired on the spot, but they won't because your organization's cheap. That's what I was hoping he said. Maybe he also said, hey, remember when one of your fans tried to kill himself while watching the game? I'm just kidding. He was drunk and he fell out of the stands. Hey, remember when the best thing that's happened for you this season has nothing to do with Paul Skeens? It was when a security guy took out a belt and started whipping the bleep out of some dude. That's what I want to believe that Dana Brown said, that he just got mad and went off on a Paul Gallant-style rant. That's probably not what happened because Dana Brown, when asked about what he said after the game, said, this is what he said. This is a fun term. I would have preferred to bang the game. Bang! Just because of the conditions and the length of time and all of that. I would have preferred to bang it. He doubled down. Apparently, banging the game does not mean having relations with it. It's a colloquialism for postponement. He really meant that he just wanted the thing to be postponed for another day. He kept going, thinking that the team's traveling party would be in 3:30 in the morning, and he wanted to protect the boys, he said in quotations. My whole point is to protect the players at all costs. I got a little frustrated. If we're here tomorrow, it would have been no problem. But the fact we had to get on a flight and go to Cleveland, post in Cleveland against a good team, getting in late. I had my ace going too in bad weather. I was worried about guys getting hurt, and I showed it. When asked if he regretted the action, Brown said, "Not at all. It's a natural reaction to being the GM of a club and starting a game 3+ hours after it's supposed to start." Almost 4 hours, right? On a getaway day. So per baseball's collective bargaining agreement, the latest possible start time for a getaway day game shall be determined by taking the portion of the in-flight time that exceeds 2.5 hours and subtracting that amount of time from 7 p.m. So since the flight doesn't exceed 2.5 hours, I guess this was never even thought about. But Jeff Blum, who knows a thing or two about the ballparks across baseball, you could sense, and I'm glad Jeremy Branham of the Killer Bees pointed this out in the first segment, you could sense that he was pissed from the start of last night's game because Todd Callis teased him up for a shot fired at Pittsburgh.
Only 2 night game getaway days on the Pirates' home schedule this year. This is one of them, and the other one September 4th against the Dodgers. This one ended up proving to be...
Yeah, there's a certain level of brilliance that has getaway night games, and especially when you're in Pittsburgh, it has a long history of rain delays. So we appreciate the opportunity to come on air about 120 minutes away from being Astros After Dark right here in Pittsburgh.
I don't think he appreciated it, and also I like the sarcasm there. I'm a fan of Jeff Blum, good dude, and Jeff Blum saying there's a certain brilliance in having an away game that starts this late. Oh my gosh, fantastic. So I like it. I like that the Astros were trying to bully the Pittsburgh Pirates into canceling this game. Then they went out and they played it, and they won the thing 8-2. Not going to lie, the rain delay completely ruined any desire I had to watch that game, so I am glad that the Astros ran away with it.